Well, the market in the UAE is dominated by the big four, the likes of WPP, Omnicom, Interpublic, etc. And these large agencies tend to hold the largest number of creative contracts in the region, and they operate as full service designing agencies. And that includes design, advertising, and all of that. And on the other hand, you've got these small agencies and companies who, even freelancers, who provide specific and niche services. Now, the trend is now towards consolidating all of these small agencies into one big umbrella. So the capabilities are all provided in-house, which seems to be the way the companies, the brands here want to go ahead. Here, particularly, you'll find governments are one of the largest buyers of advertising. They accounted for 20% of the total ad spend in 2015. And if you leave them aside, following them very closely, in fact, are the consumer brands, specifically fashion and FMCG companies. And that also includes large international groups who have local packaging operations in the region. And also, of course, not to forget the homegrown brands. The kind of brands that we have in the UAE, Dubai is considered a retail city. So we have a lot of advertising spent towards that sector. The larger full service agencies, the most typical model of working you will find is the monthly retainer model. And that's to perhaps take care of their ongoing media requirements that happen through the year. Otherwise, if you're looking at smaller agencies and freelancers, the cost is usually per project, and it's usually based on your time and resources, the quality of content and services you're able to provide. And advertising agencies here also, we find them taking commissions on a certain percentages on media buying. So there's a lot of different models. I think it all depends on the size of the agencies and the size of the client. Various points need to be considered and kept in mind before you look into the UAE as a next market. Now, one thing is that global trends are not necessarily relevant to the region. The demographics is very varied, so reaching out to them is going to be a tough challenge. And one of the opportunities that perhaps we should be aware of is the digital service sector in the UAE. The UAE has the highest mobile penetration rate. Apparently, 91% of the UAE population last year used a smartphone. So there's a strong leap towards digital and social media services in the industry. We shouldn't forget the millennials as well. The millennials are continuously looking towards social media, and they're looking at social media influencers for recommendations on consumptions and buying. So this is something that advertisers and marketers have to be very alert on. They've got to be tracking the trends. In terms of the platforms, Facebook seems to be the most popular platform for the millennials. And for video ads, YouTube works very well here. If you've never worked in the region before, you've never delivered a project for the Middle East consumer, I think the best way forward as a first step would be to find a complementary agency partner. They may have the relationships built over the years, and you have the skill set, and you could be complementary in that sense. White fabric seems to be pretty popular. So if you're an agency that's fine with another agency here taking on working with you and providing services to the market here, that's a good way to go. But whatever be the model, I think having a local presence, either as a rep or as an office, is a must for long-term success. It's a very competitive landscape here. As I said, the big four and apparently more than 500 local agencies. So the understanding of the local culture, the demographics, becomes very crucial to your success. And for that, you've got to be here. Not to forget relationship building, very key for success in the UAE.